Yo, what is up, and welcome to Loose Beats, where we chill out and make a beat. I'm Toby, aka Cushing, from the T&D YouTube channel. Make sure you check out everything we do. And today we got a new beat called Neurotic, and this one's turning out good. It's a creepy little strut song, and without the lyrics here, I'm gonna show you a little sample before we get into it. Yeah, so it's a nice little creepy walk, it's like that slow strut up to you kind of feeling. And I got some pretty good lyrics over it so far. And let's strap on and break this down. And first we got some of our keyboards up here. And so these keyboards were actually not through the Logic instruments this time. They were the Korg SV1 that I have. So again, it's one of those times where I went with not doing MIDI just to get the sound that I wanted. They have these really good whirly sounds on there, and so I used it a few different times. And so we got our background one, just setting the stage for it. Nice little progression too. And so with this first one, again, we got this really loose whirly with this kind of pan effect going on, and then we accent that with the same keyboard but in a different time. So we just have its little call and answer there. Like doing that one and then the fast one. Yeah, and so they just accent each other and help bring everything in. And then we've got a couple more little melody pieces down here that help bring in that keyboard tone too. And there's our actual melody that we're basing it off of. I just liked using the real keyboard this time to get some of those more kind of organic sounds, And so we got our melody peeping in, and along with that, we've got these really low. We've got these clarinets and the subby bass really low in the background, playing along to it. And so, yeah, let me see. So that clarinet's barely in the background, just basically ringing out our note a little bit and helping it stay strong. As the keyboard slowly starts to fade, the clarinet kind of picks up for everything right there. And then so we bring in the subby bass doing the same thing. Just real light though, because we do have another bass going and an 808. So I just wanted this bass. It's kind of like you're playing up here. And very subtle and simple. And in the background, I don't really want it too loud. I don't want it taking over the whole melody, but just to bring a little accent in that bass, And after our subby bass here, we got this dark heavy bass put through a subby bass. And this one's just bringing a little more of our actual bass tone. And that's going to be the one that rings out in between our high subby bass, right? So it's just going to hit all our root notes, sounds creepy if you take everything out. And so we got this nice little moving thing going. And after that, so we've got our 2 keyboards, our whirlies, got our melody down here. We do have one last keyboard section here. And again, that's just going to hit with our bass up here. Just to hit some of those notes. Just to bring out the tone in that bass a little bit more, so it's not so boring. Yeah. And the only other thing that keyboard really does is kind of plays this little lead line down here, but it's kind of a bass lead line, just to mix the sound up a little bit. And it's kind of playing everybody's melody, it's playing the bass melody and some of the higher melody too. Again, just to mix up the sound a little bit. And so you got all this running, and that's the entirety of our melody here. So let's hear what that sounds like without the beat, just to give an idea of what we're working with. So that's our full intro right there. And then we have the drop, but without the beat. Very creepy, very, slow-legged creature walking up on you. And you don't know what it is. You can't identify it yet. And so you're starting to imagine what it could be. And that's when the beat comes in. And you definitely know it's not something you've seen before. And so we got a bunch of different patterns in this. We worked through it about 7 different ways here. And then with the 808 changing too, it's a lot of movement. So I'll show you our beat here. So that's our basis of our beat here. We got this kick. Yeah, pretty simple, a little open room reverb kind of sound. We've got this snare this brass snare. What's that like? Yeah, pretty bright, thin snare. We've got this hat. Very kind of dull sounding hat. And then we've got the second snare doing a little bit different work. And that one's kind of a digital, just really easy snare to put in the background. And so we got this first pattern, and I'll run through a few different ones and see just slight variations, I just wanted, just enough different. And we start getting choppy waters. Got a little micro edit down there. That's just one of them, one of our micro edits. A couple last patterns here. Just pull back and push in different areas, you know. Yeah. So we got that coming through. And under our beat here, we have our 808s, which put through this quick sampler. And let's see. You can hear kind of our tone there. Go ahead and listen to that tone real quick. It's a little bit of rattling, you know. It's a little bit of trunk rattling, but not too heavy to where it changes actual note at all. You know, I don't like it when it's too much, but I do like that rattle. Very choppy coming for you. Army's coming for you. Yeah, so we got everything set up now, and let's go ahead and give a listen from here, intro into our drop with all of our instruments. Very kind of drunk feeling, or like you can't stand up on some pills or something. I don't know. So that's a good little walk, you know. And on these Vox here, I've got a couple layers, and I'll go ahead and show you, pull up, just have a few lyrics over here on the side. And so really what's accenting these, I have these kind of run through their basic settings, and then on this one I have our vocal synth up, and it's working with a vocoder, a talkbox, and a polyvox. All pretty low level. Mixed fully up just because I separated the tracks. And so with its modulation on it, you can see how wild it gets over here. And that was, you know, some hand automation, just kind of walking through it and filling out where the voice needed a little help, you know, and it brought just like this creepy tone to it. I'll give you a little taste of that real quick. I'll do it by itself first, just to show you the robotic voice back there. These neurotic behaviors, I hear your complaints inside. Yeah, so it's just gonna come up and down like that throughout the track to help out here and there, in case we're gonna wonder what that was. But yeah, I'll go ahead and show you this little track, the lead into these vocals here. Just an idea of something you could do over this creepy walk, you know. I don't pay no mind to these neurotic behaviors. I hear your complacent sighs and all of your impatient cries. I hope you die with everything you like. So what, you're stuck with everything you want, anything you're on that I'm on too.
it's alright. You're with someone that's just your type. And it's all red flags, no red tape. Everything you say is so bad, saying it's so bastard. Everything you can't do is what she wants you, and you can barely keep up. But that's not for the fun.
Yeah, so that's the idea. It's a scary little song. It's got some decent little lines, and I love the paying no mind to neurotic behaviors. I don't like when people get too into anything. I'm just gonna back up. And the everything you can't do is why she wants you. That is gonna hurt. I mean, no matter who you are, it's like you don't know why someone loves you. You just know they do, if they do. And so this is a creepy ass song. It's got some weird vibe to it. Got something stuck in you need to get out, you know. It's got a weird feeling to it, but I'm gonna go ahead and play the whole thing and go out. And thank you guys for showing up, and hit the like button and subscribe if you want. Check out all our content on our page. We have a Patreon, always putting out new stuff. We have so much stuff now, and we don't stop. So check us out, and appreciate y'all. Go out on this neurotic behaviors.
I don't pay no mind to these neurotic behaviors. I hear your complacent sighs and all of your impatient cries. I hope you die with everything you like. So what, you're stuck with everything you want, anything you're on that I'm on too. It's alright, you're with someone that's just your type. And it's all red flags, no red tape. Everything you say is so bad, saying it's so bastard. Everything you can't do is what she wants you, and you can barely keep up. But that's not for the fun.